Welcome to Bharatvansh YouTube channel. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon for more updates.
Mauryan Emperor Brihadrata, while on hunt, found a young boy taking head-on with a wild tiger to protect the king. Brihadrata promptly decided to recruit him in his army. The boy Pushyamitra rose to become Senapati of Mauryan Empire from an ordinary soldier. The Senapati was extremely cautious against the possible attack by Yavanas, who were creating havoc in northwestern part of India. Brihadrata, instead of preparing for a possible conflict with Yavanas, he was busy in his pleasurable amusement. In order to save his country from the possible Yavana invasion, Pushyamitra took control over the military and administration by killing the weak Brihadrata in front of the whole army during a military parade. The people decided to be with Pushyamitra as they wished to save their country from a foreign invasion. Thus, Pushyamitra became ruler, establishing the Shunga dynasty, the first Brahmin dynasty recorded in the Indian history.
Shunga dynasty 180 BC to 75 BC. Capitals Pataliputra and Vidisha.
Pushyamitra Shunga 180 BC to 149 BC.
After capturing the throne from Mauryan ruler, Pushyamitra performed Ashwamedha, at which Patanjali, the author of Mahabhasya, was the priest. In his first Ashwamedha, he had to fight with Yavanas for the first time at northwestern border of the empire.
War with Indo-Greeks.
The Bactrian Greeks under Demetrius I had occupied up to Sindhu river and were ready to enter India through Punjab. Pushyamitra pushed back the Greeks from Punjab to Sakala in present-day Pakistan. His territory extended up to Sakala or Sialkot. During Brihadrata's rule, Vidarbha was governed by Yagnasena, who was brother-in-law of a Mauryan minister, and Avanti was governed by Agnimitra, the son of Pushyamitra. After the change of power at the capital, Yagnasena declared independence. Eventually, his father-in-law was imprisoned at Pataliputra by Pushyamitra. Madhavasena, the cousin brother of Yagnasena, a friend of Agnimitra, wanted a share in the kingdom which was not accepted by his cousin, the ruler. Madhavasena, to seek help from his friend Agnimitra, secretly planned to travel Vidisha. However, at the border, he was caught and imprisoned by Vidarbha soldiers. Agnimitra sent a letter to Yagnasena requesting the release of his friend. In return, Yagnasena demanded the release of his father-in-law from the prison. Due to the failure of negotiations, Agnimitra attacked on Vidarbha and Yagnasena was defeated. Pushyamitra divided Vidarbha between the cousins as both accepted his suzerainty. The dominion of Pushyamitra extended to the Narmada, bordering the Satavahana kingdom.
Second Ashwamedha. In his later years, Pushyamitra was attacked by Greeks when he performed Ashwamedha for the second time. And Vasumitra, the grandson of Pushyamitra, was the commander of Ashwamedha army and defended the horse. The Greek army, headed by their ruler Menander I, was defeated and pushed back to Takshila by the young prince Vasumitra. After the war, Pushyamitra is said to have met his death at Sakala by a Bactrian Greek. Pushyamitra Shunga, born Bharadwaja Gotriya Brahmin, was a significant ruler who completed 2 Ashwamedhas in his reign. Pushyamitra is believed to have an unsuccessful attempt to destroy the Kakutarama monastery. According to Buddhist book Divyavadana, he is mentioned as persecutor of Buddhists, who had killed many Buddhists and destroyed stupas built by Mauryan rulers. He punished disloyal monks who were caught helping Yavanas secretly. The exaggerated stories of the cruel persecution of Buddhists by Ashokavadana and Divyavadana are proved false by many historians. He is credited to have commissioned typical railings in Sanchi and Bharhut stupas, which record him as a tolerant of Buddhists. Historical records. Pushyamitra Shunga's history is recorded in the Harshacharita authored by Banabhatta. Besides Harshacharita, Mahabhashya by Guru Patanjali, Malavika Agnimitram by Kalidas. Vayu Purana and Matsya Purana and other Puranas are the prominent scriptures which informs us about Pushyamitra Shunga. Patanjali, the genius.
Pushyamitra's guru, Patanjali, was one of the greatest genius in Indian history. He was a student of another very famous genius, Panini. Patanjali has written Mahabhashya, a commentary on Panini's grammar, and a very celebrated work on Sanskrit literature. He wrote the famous Yoga Sutra, which is still followed all over the world. Patanjali is also referred to the company of 5 types of artisans: metal workers, masons, architects, cooks, and confectioners. Trade and farming were conducted in an organized way. There was prosperity all around during Shunga rule. Vidisha grew into an important center of ivory and stone carving. The teachers were recognized for their intellectual qualities. Gurukula's style of education was continued.
Agnimitra Shunga 149 BC to 141 BC.
Agnimitra was son of Pushyamitra Shunga, the founder of the dynasty. He was governor of Avanti and resided in Vidisha, which became the capital during his reign as the ruler of the empire. He had married Dharini and Iravati. After the campaign of Vidarbha during his father's reign, he married Malavika, sister of Madhavasena. Madhavasena was a good friend of Agnimitra. Agnimitra is the hero of Kalidasa's first play, Malavika Agnimitram, which is based on the love story of Agnimitra and Malavika.
Vasujeshta Shunga 141 BC to 131 BC. He was the eldest son of Agnimitra, born to Queen Dharini. He was also called as Sujeshta. He inherited the vast empire and managed to rule the whole till his death. He was the commander-in-chief of the army during the first Ashwamedha of his grandfather Pushyamitra. The decline of the dynasty started after his death. The Kabul valley and much of the Punjab passed into the hands of Yavanas and the Deccan to the Satavahanas. Vasumitra Shunga 131 BC to 124 BC.
He was second son of Agnimitra, born to Queen Dharini. He succeeded his elder brother. During Pushyamitra's second Ashwamedha, he was the army head and defeated Greek army along the Sindhu river. He was said to have been killed during a battle by Mitradeva of Saket, Deva dynasty.
The successors of Vasumitra Shunga without an eventful reign were Andhraka 124 BC to 122 BC, Pulindaka 122 BC to 119 BC, Ghosha 119 BC to 116 BC, Vajramitra 116 BC to 110 BC, Bhagabhadra Shunga 110 BC to 83 BC. He was the successor of Vajramitra and ruled a small kingdom compared to the initial rulers. Although the capital was Pataliputra, he held 2 courts at Pataliputra and Vidisha. He renovated the stupas of Sanchi and permanently resided at Vidisha. During the reign of his immediate predecessors, Shungas had developed friendship with Indo-Greeks, who were their neighbors. The Indo-Greek ruler Antialus Sidus had sent an ambassador named Heliodorus to the Shunga court at Vidisha. Heliodorus was born in a Hellenic family but later converted to Hinduism and worshipped Vishnu. He erected a Garuda stump, a pillar having a surmounted figure of a Garuda, and dedicated to god Vasudeva at Besnagar near Vidisha. The pillar is now called as Tam Baba by the locals. The inscription on the pillar is regarded as the earliest evidence of Vaishnavism in India. Devabhuti Shunga 83 BC to 75 BC. He was the son and successor of Bhagabhadra. He was a weak ruler and spent his time in lavishness and pleasure. He was assassinated by his prime minister Vasudeva Kanva, who eventually established Kanva dynasty.
Shunga dynasty 180 BC to 75 BC. Shunga dynasty was the first of 4 Brahmin dynasties recorded during the ancient history of India. Others were being Kanva, Satavahana and Vakataka dynasties. The rulers of Shunga dynasty were staunch followers of Vedic Dharma, although they patronized all religions. The script used by Shunga rulers was a variant of Brahmi and was used to write the Sanskrit language. It was an intermediary between Mauryan and Kalingan Brahmi scripts. In both art and literature, the Shunga period left significant impressions on Indian history, comparable to the glory of Guptas. Bharat Stupa is the most important structure of Shunga period. The viharas and chaityas were built at many places by Shunga kings. Stupas at Bhaja Caves, Pune and Amaravati are standing examples of Shunga period. The highlight of Shunga art was construction of railings and toranas for Sanchi and Vidisha stupas. Besides these, the artistic activity kept flourishing in Mathura and Bodh Gaya. The dynasty is noted for its numerous battles with foreign and indigenous powers. They fought the Meghamahana dynasty of Kalinga, the Satavahana dynasty, the Indo-Greek kingdom, and possibly the Panchalas and Mitras of Mathura. Eventually, the dynasty was occupied by Kanvas.
Please like, share, comment and subscribe to Bharatvansh channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon